and his team for the hands-on approach they have given to the fight against corruption. And as much as the committee would have loved it to team up with the minister and all other stakeholders in fighting corruption in local governments, the committee members have noted that the principle of the separation of powers might not be well executed if our team again joins the team we are supposed to monitor and call out oversight activities over. We have also noted that we have a backlog. As much maybe you would have joined as any other citizen for the sake of collecting information, but again, the committee is too loaded. We have a lot on our plates already. And 3, this invitation has financial implication because inviting over 40 MPs, 23 technical members of staff, now to start moving with the minister from one district to another might be so expensive to Parliament. 1, 2, will disrupt our program as a committee, which we have already approved and drawn. And 3, it might even hinder our capacity now and capability again to carry out our oversight activities. Because if you go out, we will now have joined the executive in implementation. Ours is legislative, ours is oversight, ours deals with appropriation of the budget. We members here, we have taken a lot of time. Members have examined this matter deeply and with objectively, and discovered with the guidance of our technical people that it might even be difficult for us to fit our activities under this program. But we don't want it to appear that we don't want to join the minister in the fight against corruption. We do commend him. We have some reservations about the way they are doing this work, but we don't feel the reservations are not to an extent that we cannot reconcile at one point or another. But we have found that these are two separate bodies under different reporting line. As the minister reports to cabinet, we report to Parliament. For them, they are supposed to be, they are part of the executive, we are a legislature. So as much as what they are doing would ordinarily have been the mandate of this committee, we don't feel cheated if they are doing it. Let them go ahead and do whatever they can do in their style. We don't know, because they seem to be acting under a film called No Sleep Operation. Yeah? Operation No More Sleep. We wish them well, but the committee has now resolved, as a way of replying the minister, to invite the minister for him to instead come and interface with the committee to bring us on board and to brief us on what they are doing and how we can harmonize our activities, because at the end of the day we are serving the same people. So we are going to invite him. Have been given instructions to Gandhi, consult him to see the most appropriate day for him to interface with the committee. We hope you will be around. But we are also preparing a document for presentation before Parliament about the district public accounts committees, whose reports the minister is supposed to lay before Parliament for action of this committee. You see, the minister was given district public accounts committees to assist him with pursuing accountability issues in local governments. There are organs that are supposed to operate under his ministry. So those district public accounts committees are supposed to make reports, and those reports are supposed to be brought to Parliament by the minister. And then those reports are forwarded to this committee, and then for us to go in the field and pursue them. So the ministers before him did not bring the reports. He has not brought any report yet. So we also want to talk to him about the issue of the district public accounts committees and how best he thinks we can assist each other to see that they really operate. Because members here have noted so many issues that make these district public accounts committees unable to work. They are the version of this. This committee has a version of itself at the district level. But as this committee is headed by the opposition in the Parliament, at local government, the chairman is the one who appoints the chair and the members of that committee. Imagine. And then we have heard that they are not well facilitated. The minister will tell us if they are, or if they are not facilitated, why. Maybe that's why people now have to move from ministries to go and run after school teachers, medics at the districts, because the district public accounts committees are not working. I would request my sister here and my brother here to...
Honorable Chair, I would like to ask...
Before you ask the questions, allow them to make some additions, and then you'll ask the questions. Kindly.
You've said it all.
No. Kindly assist me to...
It's good that the minister has appreciated the functions and the duties of this committee and has thought of bringing us on board. So we highly welcome his letter to invite us to join him in the fight of corruption. This committee indeed is being guided by the procedure which is driven by the Parliament. We are guided on operations by the rules of Parliament, and a minister is also a member, more or less, because he's in line with this committee, where we need some report from the minister to guide him or him to guide us on update us on the operations. We invite him. So inviting the minister is not summoning maybe what others may think. It's to invite him so that we are on the same page. We are briefed on what he's doing, and then at the same time we share with him our mandate under the procedure at which this committee runs, so that we can be at the same position of fighting corruption. So some of people should not interpret it differently, that now the committee is fighting the minister, is fighting what he's doing. No, we need to move at the same page. We need to move together. The way he has found it fit to invite us to join him, we need to agree on common approach on how we can all move down and fight corruption. So we encourage everyone. Fighting corruption is not the work of only the minister or we members of the committee. It should be the duty of all Ugandans. Should you find any way how you can fight corruption? We have seen many Ugandans come out as whistleblowers. That's one way of fighting corruption. To different entities, you can communicate to us. Our chair is here. You can communicate to IGG. So fighting corruption is not only a mandate of the minister of this committee. So we find it fit for all of us to join as Ugandans to fight corruption, because it's one of the hindering factors to our development. So we have agreed as a committee that we are going to have the minister with us, harmonize on a common approach, guide each other legally to see that as per our operations, we are not outside the law, so that our aim is achieved within the boundaries of law. I thank you.
For only opposition MPs, which is not true. So here we come from all the parties in Parliament.
Correct, Madam Chair. My name is Eunice Otukwapio, the Member of Parliament for Yam County North, and I sit on this committee. It's my first time to sit on the Local Government Accounts Committee for local government, yes. And one of the things that my chair and our technical people are emphasizing is that our entry point is actually the Auditor General's report. That is our approach. And having the minister with us here, perhaps next week, to engage, to interact, will enable us also be able to raise that properly with the minister, to point out issues that might have missed, that the ministry has to address, to look at as well. So it's important that we appreciate each other, the approaches that are on the table. As my colleague already said, we need to be able to situate all of the actions that we take within the law itself. But also I would like to note that the committee, through the chair, has been invited by the minister as well for a meeting, for an engagement with key stakeholders from all over the country, I think on 5th next week, that's Wednesday. And our chair has been given a slot to say a few things, to note a few things that might be of consequence to the stakeholders. So we are looking forward to that meeting as well. If we have time on the 5th, because as the chair already said, we have a very full inbox that we need to sort out one by one. So we are hoping that that very important meeting event that is going to be hosted by the Minister of Local Government next week is going to give us the opportunity to engage and to set out some of the preliminaries, to make sure that the stakeholders across the country get to see what we are seeing from this side as well, and we agree within the limits of the law itself. So I would like to say that, to also reiterate to the rest of the country that this committee is committed. Under our able chair, we are going to do everything that is expected of us to contribute properly within the law to the fight against corruption. I also would like to congratulate the ministry for whatever work it's doing along that line, in trying to address matters of corruption. But we'll do it properly, we'll do it together, and we'll do it to the extent that the law allows us to do. So thank you very much, and I thank our able chair as well. Thank you.
Then now we shall take the few questions.
Thank you very much, Honorable Chair. My name is William Muranga. I work with Beg TV, Beg Vision. I have a website and also an online television. Yes, Honorable Chair, I heard you saying that you are inviting the Minister of Government. You are the forefront of supporting him in his fight against corruption, which I also support. But you find that the minister has interdicted on his journey to fight corruption. He has interdicted some of the public servants, which were recruited by public service. Do you think, after the minister has made an action to those officials who are found in discipline, do you think public service will also take note so that they can be removed from public service, or it will just be a formality to excite the onlookers? You understand?
We don't want to preempt the discussion we shall have with the minister. It has about these. You see, some of these are new methods of work. We have been hearing about him in the press. Let's get to hear from him directly, and maybe those are some of the concerns that will come up for his clarification. Of course, there is a general consensus in Uganda that people are appreciating what they are doing, but also there's a general consensus that there are some worries about the method. But of course, let's give him an opportunity to come and interface with the committee. I hope he will be able to clarify on some of those issues. Some of them might be, maybe there is miscommunication, maybe we did not understand. Maybe he's working with the relevant and right organs. Maybe the Public Service Ministry is part of this. Let's get to hear from him when he comes. good thing, he's the one who realized that there was a need for him to interface with this committee. We are only resetting the meeting, because for him he preferred to meet us in the field, but for us we are saying no, let's start in here, and then if we resolve that it is proper for us to go out and work together, well, we will see us in the field with him. Reasons that are not, we are not aware of. The 11th Parliament left behind a backlog of 6,000 reports unattended to. We did not find a draft report or a file of work that had been started off. So Parliament, the Speaker, resolved together with other stakeholders that we redo this work. So we are going to start with the work that would have been done by the 11th Parliament. 6,000 reports. Yeah. From schools, medical health centers, institutions of higher learning, local governments, from sub-counties, town councils, municipalities, and the districts. Then there are also projects like a MATIP,